welcome to Solent University Sports Complex here in Southampton for the second pool game of the L Lynch Trophy tournament that's being held as a pre-season competition for NBL Division 1 put on by Basketball England. And at Solent University we're very proud to be one of the 4 host hubs for this. So we had a great game earlier on today, which I hope you tuned in for. Kestrel's running out 14-point winners against Barking Abbey London Lions. And then we're here again now on the Basketball England YouTube feed for the Worthing Thunder against the Essex Rebels. I'm Jerry Merrill, and I'm joined this afternoon by Chris Hughes of Rebound. Hi, Chris. Great to have you on board.
Thank you. And like you said, this L Lynch tournament's been a trophy side. It's been a great advert for the NBL as we warm up towards the regular season. The games will be of good quality, but obviously a bit of rustiness here and there. Like you say, we had the Solent Barking game. That was quite a good game, wasn't it? We were both in house for that. Barking very strong, and obviously Solent got the dub. What were your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, so I mean, Solent sort of gutsing it out really towards the end, which I think was probably against people's expectations, expecting a very young Barking side to be put under a lot of pressure, but they responded fantastically to that pressure, kept fighting all game, played great pressure defence, executed on the offensive end, and just never gave up, and it was fantastic to see. And I think if it hadn't been for a period early in the game where they had quite a few turnovers, I think it could have been an even closer game.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And obviously we turn our attentions now to Worthing Thunder and Essex Rebels. Worthing, as you see, or might see at the far end of your screen, training their old white kit. They obviously couldn't get the new kit here in time, and I understand Essex Rebels will be sporting a new jersey. We just see how this game matches up.
Yeah, Essex looking very smart indeed, I have to say. And their ranks bolstered by the return of Sam Newman, having spent a season last season at Hemel. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in with what appears to be a relatively new and again a very youthful looking team. So I'm excited about this matchup. I think it should be a great game, and looking forward to seeing sort of the veterans of Worthing, if you like, taking on some younger talent coming out of Essex and Essex University.
Definitely, and maybe some of you eagle-eyed fans out there will notice that there's a noticeable change on the Worthing bench. Breaking news, Worthing Thunder have got a new coach this season. It's Julian Stanley. Has some Solent links, I believe, was the coach of the D2 ladies. Now don't be the coach for today, and we'll have to wait to see whether he'll be the coach of the season, but that's who is coaching the side today. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that takes the weight off Zaire Taylor, who previously hadn't been named as coach, but was, I think it's safe to say, is definitely the guy calling the shots and running the show. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. And of course, the experience of Josh Goddard alongside him as well, having also been player coach in previous years. Yeah,
it's fair to say it has been quite a change in personnel behind the scenes. Obviously, you mentioned Sire, director of basketball. Unfortunately, there's no Alex Arumi today. He'll be sadly missed. Obviously, he's joining that directors club. Be interested to see how he influences the roster off the court. I'm really excited for today. There's a lot of changes on both sides of the roster. We'll break that down as we head towards the tip-off.
Yeah, as we head towards tip-off, it'll be interesting to see. So just over a minute and a half to go here at the SSC in this second L Lynch Trophy game of the day. And if it's as energetic and up-tempo game as the first one, then I think we should be in for an exciting afternoon.
Definitely. I must admit, I missed a lot of the first half trying to sort out computers and graphics, all that kind of thing, but definitely it was up-tempo, blinky miss it stuff. I thought both teams defended well in parts. Barking didn't get much points in the paint, and they double-teamed people in there, and they were quite successful on the attack too. It'd be interesting to see how they got on this season. I think maybe a few people watching that would be a bit surprised how well they did, and we just see how they got on the rest of this L Lynch Trophy.
Yeah, so as this game shapes up, who are you looking forward to watching in this one then, Chris? I mean, for me, the standouts on the Worthing Thunder side, I mean, it's always great to watch the veteran Zaire Taylor go to work, but Cameron Hildreth sort of is the standout name, and obviously the standout talent, the junior talent and young talent that's being talked about in this country. Enjoyed a relatively successful, I think you could say, first season in NBL Division 1 last season, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he's developed over the off-season.
And obviously a shout out to the guys who can't be here. I was really looking forward to watching how Lee Hodges' friends at NBL D1 actually, I believe, work commitments ruled him out. And obviously they made the big move later on with Ethan Price up from Ipswich. Again, for whatever reason, he's not available selection today, but they have got a lot of players to watch out for. I'm really looking forward to see Ben Minter, another Ipswich guy. I think he's going to be a real good talent. Fancy EABL will obviously know his name. He was the in the EABL first team and many honours and many leaderboard stats there. Another guy who you just see on screen now, number 25, I think he could be a real threat in D1 this year. That's Colin Van Hannigan, a D2 talent from America. Played with MSU in Denver. I was watching his highlight tapes today, and I think what we'd expect from him is he'll love to play off the rim, and I think that'd be really good to see how he gets on. And I think we're about minutes late, so
yeah. So the players just coming out onto the court. So we're going to have a minute's silence in respect of the late great Carl Tatham, who very sadly passed away over the last couple of days ago, and also, of course, today is Remembrance Sunday. That's the end of the minute's silence, and also celebrating the Black Lives Matter movement. Players will take the knee prior to starting the game. Starting fives for Essex, looking like number 4, Sam Newman, number 5, Tom Child, number 7, Jordan Gray, number 25, as you were saying, Chris Kane Van Heiningen. And I'm just trying to see. Number 10, Rory Winter.
Yes.
And for Worthing, we've got Cameron Hildreth, Zaire Taylor.
We've also got Tom Ward, Max Mitchell, and Dominic Ives as well. So it's really, really good.
Yeah, Tom Ward actually missing off the list of players that I've got. Well, they've got a different number against them actually, so I was struggling to find him there. But yeah.
Yeah, we were doing a little bit of who's who. Apologies, because as you should notice, if you're looking at the scoreboard, we've got multiple Winters and multiple Moores. We'll try and be as accurate as possible. There will be a few.
There we go. Worthing possession, first up, Cameron Hildreth. Tom Ward, Zaire Taylor with the head fake. Good defence on the baseline there.
I mean, it's interesting to see. I was kind of wondering who would probably match up with Zaire, because obviously it's a uni outfit, quite a lot of youngsters here, maybe without the physicality, but just like the Van Hanen is maybe regard him. And as we just said, that was a first bucket of Essex.
Yeah, Rory Winter opening up with Essex with the 3-point shot. Tom Ward replying for Worthing Thunder.
And I just see as well, you were just saying for numbers, obviously Tom Ward's got Alex Arumi's number shirt on. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
It just threw me then when I was calling the shot, and I saw it had Arumi on the back of the vest.
So I speak to Worthing in the read, and unfortunately a lovely new kit didn't come in time, and I'm looking actually a lot of players got different shirts on. Hildreth's got Bassie's on. And I think everyone else dropped the shirt. They're meant to be. Let's see who.
Tom Ward knocking down.
Oh, maybe say Tom Ward. It's Max Richardson with Tom Ward's shirt on.
Yeah.
Max Richardson, obviously, if people don't know, who was at Loughborough a couple of seasons ago. I spoke to him in the week ahead of his fixture, and he's returned from law. And he's a lovely 2 years abroad. Their team did really well, unbeaten, had the longest run in the history, and we then looked at back-to-back playoff and league titles, but obviously COVID got in the way of that.
So Taylor off the mark with the 3-point shot.
So this is where I think we're going to see if Hindley didn't have a lot of presence. He's definitely under the buckets there.
So Taylor dropping down with the help there, and Hannigan going baseline, missing out.
What a pass there from Syed to Hildreth.
Cam Hildreth dancing his way along the baseline for 2.
That bucket's no good, and Max Richardson with a defensive rebound to start next. Oh, nicely still by Sam Newman, and the bucket's good. Sam obviously played for Hemel last year and brings a lot of defensive qualities to his team, and they should be a good matchup today. Another steal for Sam Newman there. Interesting. Let's go for the downtown 3. Oh, possession stays with Essex Rebels. I'll say Sam Newman, obviously with Hemel last year, was the first player to get a triple-double during the NBL D1 season. 6 minutes 50 out the clock. Essex for the inbound ball.
Essex taking their time spacing the floor. Sam Newman with a penetration and kick.
So I follow the shot clock.
Max Richardson for 2. Kane Van Hannigan with the drop step and the dunk.
I know, that was nice, wasn't it? That was definitely one of the highlight plays from the early part of his first quarter.
Tom Child being called for the first foul. Cameron Hildreth trying to drive his way past him down the sideline. Ball back with Cameron Hildreth.
I think we don't see the ball a lot with Cameron Hildreth today. I think he's got a lot more responsibility coming in year 2.
Nice screen down low there by Dominic Ives. Tom Ward coming off, curling around the screen for the jump shot.
Captain Child on the ball, being hustled by Sayer. Looking for some help. Got Sam Newman on the ball.
Good team defence there from Worthing.
Yeah.
People switching and dropping to help. Essex Rebels not being able to get the shot off in time. 24-second shot clock violation. Worthing Thunder with an early 3-point lead. 12-9. Richardson short on the J.
Into a nice 3 there. He's a valuable player to this roster. Was last year's Player of the Year. 6'1", offers a lot of perimeter offensive shots, and obviously got his 3 off there.
Max Richardson kind of playing a lone game inside there for Worthing. Number of people queuing up around the 3-point line. Van Hanegem with the pick and roll. Strong to the bucket, short on the jump hook.
Definitely over the halfway mark of first quarter, tied to 12 apiece. Rebels on one personal foul.
Jordan,
What's your thoughts on the first quarter so far?
Yeah, Jordan Gray called for the first personal there as he tries to, quite a smart foul actually, stopping Cameron Hilder from getting away and getting to attack the heart of the Essex defence. Yeah, it's tightly matched game. Both teams coming with good energy, lots of defensive help.
I think this is the first we've seen of Mr. Sunderland, number 13, coming on. He returned for over a few years. Strangely enough, been a professional cricket player down under in Australia for 2 years. I heard say he's quite a good cricketer. You see how he gets on now he's on the court.
Tom Ward, turnaround jump shot, no good. Sam Newman. Isaiah Taylor with the quick hands. He's still got it, hasn't he?
Downtown.
The veteran.
No, just upper glass.
Cameron Hildreth way off with the three-point shot.
I don't know about you, I was watching him in warm-up and he was getting quite frustrated. He was trying to do his dunks. Some were going in, but others weren't. Be interested to see how he gets on. Cameron Hill's on 2 points so far.
Jordan Gray making the bucket for Essex.
Hill trying to basket, being guarded by Sam Newman. And he gets the chance to go to the free throw line for the and one.
Subs coming for Thunder. Ishmael Fontaine into the game. Isaiah Taylor's going to have a rest.
Yes, we saw Ishmael initiated the taking the knee. I had him on my preview show Friday and he was very clear, but it was a message that still needed to be given with all that's going on in the world, and good on him for taking the knee, and it was good to see the rest of both teams follow suit.
I was very tempted there to say Alex Bassey on the foul line, but of course it's not.
I know. I don't have to
playing
get used to these names.
in named kit.
For me, I just see it easy. We'd confuse Max Richardson and Tom Ward.
Yeah.
With Tom Ward having a roomy shirt on and Max Richardson having Ward's. Essex, I think I should shoot the ball quite well actually. A few times they've gone to the rim, maybe it's gone short, but I think that's just a bit rusty. So both teams impressed me so far.
Cameron Hill just showing early signs of getting going here. Another great move to the basket. Not able to convert on this occasion, but he'll go to the line, shoot another two.
Definitely. And at number 7, Jordan Gray sort of been tasked with guarding him. Obviously, he's subbed out for the time being. He's on 2 fouls. Maybe something to watch out for. It'll be interesting who they put to guard Cameron now with Jordan Gray off the court.
Yeah, finding somebody to match his speed is going to be a challenge.
Yeah. And they also rested a big man with Sai having a rest, obviously giving him a rest. So there's some good matchups. Second pass not good. Ishmael rebound. Ishmael Fontaine, sorry, gives it to Tom Ward. We've got Hildreth here. Bit crowded and painted there, but Cameron gets the shot off with Sam Newman almost getting there enough.
Yeah, good work on the offensive boards.
For sure, yeah.
From Worthing again.
I don't think he was on the same wavelength there as Sam with that lovely pass, but it's going to be an inbound pay with Tom Ward to restart possession. That was a nice free there for Cameron, who's now leading all scorers on 11 points. It's 21-17 with 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. I think that's what we're going to see, Cameron going coast to coast. I remember speaking to Ishmael, he was saying about him and Tom Ward keep wanting to do runs and Ishmael was saying, no, we need to practice sets. So it's going to be interesting to see if they play at its high tempo for the whole game.
Rory Winter out to Sam Newman in the corner. Shot no good. The Worthing ball in line. Nice touch by a Rebels player. Sunderland going coast to coast there for the layup. Lack of help defence on that occasion from the Rebels.
Good hustling by Essex at the rebound and the foul.
Good work on the offensive boards. Daniel Morton. His persistence gets rewarded with the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Nice camera angle under the basket. So it's nice to have a courtside camera as well as the usual panoramic cameras. And all of this being produced by the Sonar TV production team who are based here at Solent University.
That was good to go.
Just giving him the fake there. 3-point shot, no good.
Yeah, massive shout out to Solent University students who are doing a tremendous work with this coverage. I'd say great quality stream. Got court-sized cameras, got the cameras just above the bleachers. It's a really great setup here at Solent. We're just down to the last 45 seconds. Can Essex Rebels close the gap? It's a 5-point difference, but 3 on the clock, shot clock.
Rory Winter sinks it with the clock running down.
He's having a good game already, Roy Winter. Him and Cameron Hildreth both on 11 points. As we mentioned earlier, he is last year's player of the year. A lot of his side's filled up with returning players. Obviously, we mentioned Sam Newman's come from Hemel, and Van Heinen's from MSU in Denver. And obviously, we've got Ben Winter, number 2, who's come from Ipswich. Pretty much a... So I just paused there as Cameron Hildreth goes to line. The first one's good.
A tight game, and Cameron Hill just looking to extend Worthing's lead going into the end of the quarter and see if they can get a stop at the defensive end. Unable to connect on either of those shots.
What do you think? I think it feels a little bit of rustiness, especially in this game. It's been some good plays, but you can tell maybe they've not played for a while.
Yeah, I think, with this being a pre-season, a pre-season tournament. Well, not that any of the players will be taking it that lightly, but yeah, it's a chance to get the rust out of the system before the league starts properly. And let's hope that the league is able to start properly, and that the announcements and things that are supposed to be coming on Monday aren't anything that put a stop to the return to play.
In and out of the basket, yeah, wasn't it?
Shot running down, 5 seconds. Tom Ward on the ball, puts up the 3. Thought for a second it was going to go off the rim and pop up and drop down. But
especially at camera view, just see that would be a great little highlights footage by BBL Fix. I'm sure they would have got that as a highlight if that had gone in.
speculative shot on the buzzer.
Yeah.
No good there. So end of the first quarter, and it's Worthing Thunder 23, Essex Rebels 20. Cameron Hildreth and Rory Winter leading all scorers with 11 points. Cameron Hildreth also leading the rebounders with 3 rebounds. Zaya Taylor with 3 assists, despite having spent quite a sizable length of time on the bench.
Indeed, as well. We've had a few steals in there as well. I think Syed got 1 steal. Just check the FIBA stats. But I say it's really great. We've got the FIBA Live stats running. I know the last couple of games, technical issues, they didn't have them on. But I think that was a really good quarter. You mentioned Cam had 11. A few shots didn't come off, but definitely he was looked unhappy about. But he shouldn't be too unhappy with that start, given that he's lead all scorers.
Yeah, he's looking well up for it, and great to see such a young talent performing so well at this level. Yeah, it's a close start, up tempo, probably what we'd expect from both teams. Each trying to establish their mark and get used to new and not so new teammates, and try and get some of that stiffness and rustiness out of the system.
Indeed.
Sorry, Chris, but a much quicker start, should we say, more consistent start than in the first game between Kestrels and Barking. It's the first quarter of that game seemed to take some time.
Yeah, that was fair to say.
This has actually gone by the flash. It's end-to-end stuff. And
I think that's the nature of how well we like to play. You see Cameron, he likes to get on the ball, he likes to go coast to coast. We saw 13 Sunderland as well, go coast to coast. If I had to compare, maybe Worthing slightly better defensively, causing Essex few more questions, although obviously they had the 24 shot violation, but making them work for those buckets as we're about to start the second quarter with Sam Newman at the inbound play.
Yassine Naji opening the scoring for the second quarter.
Yeah.
Inside. And Cameron Hildreth with a beautiful crossover and step by for a rest of what was made to look a simple lane. It's far from it.
Indeed. As you mentioned, Naji with the bucket. Rebels go for a different starting 5 for the second. We've got number 4, Sam Newman, Naji, and Roy Winter, and Monton, and also number 8, Lavernier, and Worthing reintroduced Sayer, and also got Ishmael, Richardson, Sunderland, and Hildreth starting.
Nice penetration on the offence there from Hamill, but
lovely pass
to make the pass. Beautiful pass outlet to Ishmael Fontaine, who throws it down.
Oh yeah, we saw you, Ishmael.
And we get the acknowledgement as well.
We do. I love everyone in British basketball. I have a special place for Ishmael. He's one of the big personalities of the year. Yeah, no. I obviously we've seen a few Worthing games in our time, and it's always great to see Ishmael gene up his Worthing faithful fans. It's great to see. And what a dunk that was. We see you, Ishmael. You carry on, mate.
Cameron Hildreth downtown.
I know, that was a good shot too. I feel like it's trucking now. We're definitely.
So Newman thinks about it. Nagy can't handle the pass. Zaya Taylor applying the pressure on him down low.
And obviously for Essex Rebels, number 3, Josh Moore comes in, return at 6'3", was voted by the team's most improved player. So it'll be really interesting to see how he gets on in this game. It's a real opportunity as well to see, for BLD want to see what Essex is all about. Obviously they were in D2 last season.
Interest as well in the previous game. Orland Jackman, when Rawls folded Orland joining Essex Rebels in Division 2, which I think shocked most people around the league. But of course he's now at He's now come to Solent and made his debut for the Kestrels this afternoon.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the moves that are going on this summer. There's been quite a few teams swapping. I was really interested to see Blaine Freshfield would be reunited with Lewis Champion at TBC, and obviously St Luke's Tayo at Hemel. There's a lot of interesting moves in the league.
Yeah, Max Richardson going to work underneath the basket there.
Indeed, and he's another one that swapped teams recently.
Yeah, that's right. And despite the attentions of two defenders almost getting the score, being knocked out of bounds, Zaya Taylor's going to inbound it. Max Richardson underneath, turn around, won't go. Zaya steps in, gets the rebound.
There was always going to be a foul there, wasn't there? Rebels were looking for foul. It was very close quarters defending by the men.
Yeah, and Zaya, very, very game smart.
Yeah, he comes in with a lot of experience. This is his 4th year in the NBL D1. Still a really good threat. One of the best players to come into D1 when he came, and season before last, got a quadruple double. He's still going to work here as he goes to free throw line.
Previously been BBL MVP, of course.
Yeah. And I think, was it the 15 BBL final, he dropped 45? That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Keen to show as ever that he's still got it.
Definitely. I think one of the big matches I really look forward to see develop over the game is what we see here with Sam Newman and Max Richardson. They're definitely talented guards.
Andre Lavillier.
Yeah.
There, Cam Hildreth not getting a hand up on the shot. Max Richardson.
He went for that defence like butter, didn't he? Hot knife and butter. To basket.
So Newman to the hoop. So seem to be going through a bit of a spell where no real defence being played at either end of the court. Wide open game. Richardson, I think, trying to prove he can do it inside and outside. Shot no good.
I think after Sam was easily beaten, I think he would go up the other end and prove something. Slowed down just a little bit now.
Ishmael Fontaine pressuring the pass, forcing the overcorrection. Turnover against Essex.
So Tom Ward will return to play, and his first move will be to bring the impound pass into Cameron Hildreth. He was trying to get the alley-oop there, wasn't he? Did try to work.
From Cam Hildreth and Max Richardson, pass slightly overcooked.
Yeah, so as I say, when I had Ishmael on the other night, I did ask him, sort of someone who knows Cam quite well, what are we going to see from Cam in year 2? And he said we'll see a much more athletic Cameron and also more of a playmaker. And obviously, he's trying something there to assist his team. He had, I think, averaged 3.1 assists last season, so to be a bit more playmaker, probably wants to average a few more, but incredible numbers. Last thing on him before the play starts, he was the only player in the NBL D1 to average more than a combined 20 plus points, 6 plus rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 0.5 blocks. No player did better than Cameron of those averages. No one got above that. It's impressive for a rookie.
Yeah, pretty decent stats.
I say we were talking before we came on air, but he's off to Wake Forest. That's a pretty good place to go and learn your craft, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Wake Forest, obviously a D1 team. So yeah, good luck to Cameron.
Definitely, and alumni such as Tim Duncan and Chris Paul are good company to have. So it'd be interesting to see. I'd love to pose fresh the orders. Obviously, we got the Solent Worthing group, and it's going to be really interesting to see how two of the most talented youngsters from the two rosters come on. I wonder what you guys think. Do you think who out of Jamie Soshan and Cameron Hildreth is more likely to make the NBA? We're interested to hear what your thoughts are on that, guys.
I think they're obviously very, very different players. I've seen Jeremy Sohan grow up and develop and stuff, and the way he's come on the last few years in particular has been has been fantastic, and he's a phenomenal athlete. 6'7", 6'8", whatever he is now.
Yeah.
Long wingspan, can shoot the three,
Yeah.
can drive, can pass. He's
that's ambitious. Yep.
way off from
Way off.
Sam Newell. Sohan has all the attributes. Cam, looking at him, the way he's come on strong over the off season, has the undoubted skill and talent as well. So they're playing two. They play two very, very different positions. But it'd be great if we were to have both of them.
Yeah.
In the NBA in the future.
Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Represent the South.
Jeremy Sohan, of course, was at La Lumiere, one of the premier high schools over in the States for one season, but with the onset of COVID, he came back to this country and is now at Orange Academy in Ulm in Germany, playing his craft over there prior to going on to university in the States.
Definitely, and there's a lot of young players who COVID's really affected. Oh, that was lovely.
On the great pass from Sam Newell, good vision, way to run the lanes from
Van Heinen. Yeah. I say last night I was watching the tape, and I definitely think he's definitely a standout player. What have you thought so far?
Definitely for today's game, Van Heinen, he looks to have all the attributes, doesn't he? He's big,
Yeah.
he can run the floor, and I think that's what you want in NBL Division 1. You want your big men to be athletic. Well, certainly if you're playing, NBL seems to be going more and more to a faster, less half-court game. And I think Essex looks to be well equipped with an athletic big man there.
Definitely, I'd be interested to see how they are when they have Ethan Price and Lee Hodges to add from this. It's a good squad.
Absolutely, I was looking forward to seeing Ethan Price play today, especially sort of Cam Hildreth being on the other, being on the opposite side. Two of the sort of stronger and more talented juniors coming out of this country at the moment.
That's it, yeah.
Would have been good. So a bit disappointing not to be able to see that today, but nonetheless, very close game here, and a lot of talent on display. Zaire trying to work his way along the baseline there, drawing the foul.
Obviously, Worthing fans probably would recognise Matt Richardson automatically, and maybe other fans will too. It seems almost like a reunion of this Worthing roster with Matt Richardson, Tom Ward and Jack Sunderland all being part of the 13-14 squad.
Zaire putting the fancy moves on there, not getting it to go as the shot clock was running out.
He tends to do that like once or twice a game. Good shot. What do they call it here?
Well, they called it out of bounds, but it looked to me as if Hildreth had made his way back into the court before rescuing the ball.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thinking from Cam there. Referee not agreeing. Good pressure on the inbounds pass. Zaire's got Van Heinen playing away from the basket, which is right where you want him if you're the defence. Great defence from Ishmael Fontaine coming up with the block. And Max Richardson's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, that on Ben Winter. Yeah. We were just talking about Ethan Price, obviously switched to Essex. I'm glad who switched from Ipswich to Essex. Fans to the ELBL will need no introduction for him. He was named to the ELBL first team, was the number 1 point guard in steals, number 2 in assists, number 9 in points. So definitely another young talent to watch.
Dominic Ives back into the game as Zaire goes for a rest.
It's been a good game so far, isn't it? 37-34 to Thunder. Very close.
Yeah, non-stop.
Non-stop. 4 minutes left in the half.
Again, great defence, good team defence, good hustle from the Worthing Thunder, forcing the 24-second shot clock violation.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've been really impressed with their defence this half. I think they've done really well. I say the 2 shot clock violations, and also quite a few times Essex has been very close to that buzzer to get the shot off. They've done well for team defence.
I think the defence has been very good when it's been in the half court. I think sometimes the transition from offence to defence from both teams has been not quite where they want it. Max Richardson pulls down another rebound, gets the ball back in the low post. Nice pass to Dominic Ives, who can't finish on the drive. Max Richardson finding himself in a bit of trouble there underneath, not being able to get the shot off or get the pass away. Hildreth with the chance to go to the bucket, gets a bump, nothing called by the ref.
And also Essex have just put in Tyler Mutamasango. Really interested to see how he gets on for jump up. He was number 44 for 14, apologies. He was in the Essex Rebel D3 squad last year, so he's done enough to earn promotion from there. Be interested to see how he gets on at the high level.
Josh Moore draining the 3 there for Essex. As Tom Ward gets past his man. No help from
Winter
Essex
is
there.
coming down the paint, looking for some help. That shot for Moore was no good as Worthing. Oh, that was a sloppy pass by Richardson. Tom Ward, sorry. Again, that's something to confuse a bit with. The players having odd shirts on. So
Poor pass by Tom Awumi.
Yes.
Timeout being called there, 2 minutes remaining in the game. It's a 2-point game. Thunder 39, Rebels 37. Cam Hildreth is leading all scorers with 18 points. Rory Winter has 11. Kane Van Heiningen 5 rebounds. Zaire Taylor with 4 assists. Ishmael Fontaine with the only block of the game. Managed to get up and block that 3-point shot down in the corner just below us here.
Some good plays already this afternoon.
Nobody in any real foul trouble.
No.
Gray and Nagy with 2 for the Rebels. And Worthing Thunder just being called for just the 3 fouls in almost a full half of play. So
I don't think either of us are too surprised. We were saying how defence is a little bit standoffish. Maybe that's what you expect pre-season. I know in the other game we had a few more fouls. Maybe that will change, but I'm not too surprised to be low fouls so far.
Yeah, I think defensive intensity in the first game was definitely up a notch from what we're seeing here.
Here we go, Winter against Ishmael.
Good help from Cameron Hildreth there. Ishmael Fontaine turning him. Cam coming in for the steal, but then ultimately stepping out of bounds. Wesley Moore with the ball out of bounds for Essex. Kane Van Heiningen going to work inside, backing down Dominic Ives, drawing the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Chance for Essex to tie the game up with 1:41 to go. Gets the lucky drop.
I know, as I say, it was a nice bouncing in. If he gets both lead, if he gets second one, he'll be up to double figures, joining Cameron and Winter on double figures. The second one's no good. Yeah, that was a foul, yeah.
Rebels not getting away with the bump on the Hildreth drive on that occasion. Wesley Moore being called for the foul. His second. Ooh, lucky to get away with that pass. Dominic Ives, shot no good. Wesley Moore shepherds it out of bounds. Essex ball.
So I say we haven't got the clash you wanted with Ethan Price and Cameron Hildreth, but we obviously it looks like Ben Winter's at most been tasked with guarding Cameron Hildreth. So definitely two young talents matching up head to head in this game. Spin move comes off. That was lovely work by young Ben Winter. He's definitely a threat in this game, as must be his 4th point of the game. Nice pass out.
Richardson wide open for the 3, can't get it to go. Tom Ward pulls down the rebound, and Richardson down the lane. He draws the foul.
There to draw the foul, wasn't it? Yeah.
Draws the foul on Van Haneghan. Strong move down the lane. Good challenge from Max Richardson. It's Van Haneghan's first foul of the game. And it puts the Rebels into the team foul situation. It's their 4th foul of the quarter. So last half a minute or so, Worthing will be going to the line. Richardson with a chance to tie the game up. Thunder now trailing by 1 at the moment.
Tied the game there well. As I say, Worthing have been lead for most parts, so it's good to see that Essex got some fight in them and had the lead for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a to and fro tight game. Good advertisement for NBL Division 1 basketball. That's what we want to see this early in the season. Nice tight matchup. Josh Moore taking his time, giving the fake, getting himself a better shot and burying it. Worthing hoping to make this the last possession of the game and go into the half with a lead. Cam losing the handle.
Oh, nice.
Max Richardson. Oh,
Steal,
Richardson throws it away. Ben Winter with the steal.
No.
Tom Moore, will it go? Yes! Great shot on the buzzer.
Got that.
Good
just
hustle, Tom
time,
Ward,
yeah.
staying with the play, making sure that that Thunder go into the half with a 1-point lead, 43-42. What do you make of the first half so far, Chris?
Wow, I think blinking you miss it is a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
End to end, exciting. Every bit I thought was promised from this game is delivered. I think it's a really good game. Great advert for D1. It's good to see, but Essex Rebels are more competitive after coming up for D2, and Worthing looked like they definitely worked on defensive end over the summer, and yeah, good game so far.
Absolutely, yeah. So just to recap some of the leading statistics so far in that first half. Cameron Hildreth is leading all scorers with 18. Rory Winter has 11. Max Richardson 10. Kane Van Haneghan has 9, and Tom Ward has 8. On the rebounding front, Max Richardson has 6. Van Haneghan 5. Daniel Morton has 4 rebounds. Cam Hildreth has 4 rebounds. Dominic Ives has 3. Zaire Taylor leading all assists with 4. Sam Newman 3. Cameron 3. And Ishmael Fontaine, that's still the only guy with a with a block in the game so far. Foul situation, neither team really in too much trouble in terms of fouls. And I think, as you said earlier, Chris, I think it's a fair indication of the level of intensity of the defence that's been played that it is such a low foul count so far.
Definitely, and as anyone joining us, it's the L Lynch Trophy, and obviously the last game of game week 1. All the games, the playoffs, the team that finished top 8 last year have all got the wins so far. You've got wins for Hemel, TBC, Bradford. Obviously, Reading were in the top 8, but lost Hemel in that really exciting game, and TBC got the win over Oakland. That was another great game, and Bradford beat Newcastle. It'd be interesting to see if Oakland's to get what may be perceived as a slight upset. Obviously, Worthing, the established team, but I think it's anyone's game.
Yeah, absolutely. 43-42. Absolutely wide open. I think whichever team comes out. I think if Worthing are to win this game and take it by the scruff of the neck, then he's got his work cut out for him in the second half of this game as well.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what he can bring. Okay, here we go then. Start of the second half. Final game of the L Lynch Trophy for this weekend. Worthing ball. Tom Ward curling off the screen. Zaire getting open in the low post, looking to back his man down. Gets inside. Easy score for 2.
Captain Child on ball with Essex Rebel, looking for some help there. Creates a space for the screen. Oh, lovely open man there. Can Naji get to the bucket?
Naji opting to
yes,
take it to the bucket. Draws the foul
move, I thought, by
and gets
Essex.
the score.
Find the open man, go to the bucket, draw the contact, trip to the line.
Interesting start from both teams. Both sides looking to be patient, get the ball inside.
Lovely camera angle. A shame he did get the bucket there. Really loving that court-side camera down the stretch here for Worthing.
Tom Ward, luckily, pass going to hand.
Child guarding Cameron quite well there. And the floater.
Gets around his man, puts the floater up,
Yep.
manages to knock the ball away. Great hustle from Zaire. Essex still coming up with the ball. Wide open 3 in the corner. No good.
I think that good defence really helped all their man
Essex
open there.
get the ball back, getting people on the boards. Worthing are going to have to up their defensive rebounding. 2 or 3 people still watching on defensive boards. Essex being really active on the offensive glass.
I think that was a really good play there. Like I started with Visaya hustle, hallmark of his game, high steal value, leading up to Gray to the free throw line. Really good game misses today. Hope you enjoyed it back home. We've seen a few of those today, haven't we? The unconventional bounce on the back of the iron in the air, finding its way in. And again. This one
no,
not so.
Not this time.
So
Jordan Gray can't get it to go.
Killer Cam on the ball, draws foul. I think that
Cameron slicing through the defence. Foul called before he put the shot up, so it's going to be Worthing ball sideline.
It's Sunderland with the possession. The ex-pro cricketer Australia, I've been told that he is a very good cricketer. We'll see what he's like on the court in this third. Oh, that's lovely space in there. Oh, lovely shot
Max
there.
Richardson with the 3 from the Zaire assist.
Too much space there for him to drop that lovely shot there. We were just saying during the half-time, but Max Richardson was definitely a stand-up player from that Loughborough, must have been 18-19 or 17-18 season. Oh, lovely block.
Richardson with the block. Zaire saves it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Foot just out of bounds.
Lovely block there. I think it was Child, the captain, didn't do enough to get that shot off. But it's going to be Essex ball.
Great work from Richardson and almost backed up by Zaire Taylor.
Yeah, no, sending his praise at defenseman and defensive end. 7:47 on the clock. Thunder with a 5-point lead. Good value for that 5-point lead, totally. Again, good defence, stopping that.
Yeah, Essex unable to get the ball in bounds. Hasn't got an awful lot of room there, to be fair, to step back.
No.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd have done as well. Move the advertising hoarding back a little bit.
But you can't get past there, Bo. But
yeah, Zaire breaking the pass up initially. Yeah, nice little behind the back pass to the slashing Cameron Hildreth for 2.
I know it's early days in the second half, but Worthing coming out how they were for most part of the first, really making Essex work for those points. You see very close guarding, hustling by the Worthing defence.
Yeah, Worthing seemed to have stepped up the
nice
defensive intensity. Unable to get the rotation that time though, but the 3-point shot way off. And Essex unable to get the shot off before the violation, and then unable to save the ball in bounds.
Great effort by us, and I thought really great ball moving. That's really good. I think Coach Ross will be pleased with that. Even though it didn't get the bucket, there was some good.
Yeah, there was good patience. They waited for the open shot. It was outside the 3-point arc. Thunder hadn't rotated the defence.
It's only a step back. Yes, of course he is. It's Cameron Hildreth. Oh, off the glass. We are all going to miss Killer Cam when he goes off to do it.
Jordan Gray going coast to coast, taking it strong to the hole for 2.
That's what you say. It's such quick transition. We're just finished to speak about the offensive tournament. The other team's up the other end.
Tom Ward wide open off the iron. Can't get it to drop. Wide open 3 at the other end. That won't go.
Child on the 3. Nope. Nothing but iron.
Sam Newman, can he get it to drop? Yes, no,
nothing but
in and
iron.
out from Sam Newman.
Oh, A for effort, but not finishing a cheeky pass.
Well kept in play by Max Richardson.
Good handling. Oh, lovely! Come on. Oh,
Tom Ward not getting the layup to drop.
Shares and iron are going up with all these failed bucket attempts. Come on, can we get a bucket inside? And it's good.
Yassine Naji bringing an end to the scoring drought. Timeout called. Thunder 52, Rebels 49. 5:49 to go.
Yeah, it might be the drought, but very good plays. Both teams. Electric start almost to this second half. As we break, Cameron Hildreth, mega 22. If you're looking compared to number 10 Winter, he's double the highest points for Essex. He's definitely heating up in this second half. You've got the points shared reasonably well between players on the Rebels, with one player on double digits. That's obviously number 10 Winter. And then for Thunder, we've got Richardson, Ward and Hildreth all double figures. Zaire Taylor, I just noticed on 3 points, but he's put a big performance in, Bo. I don't think that's full story. He's seen 3 points on the box score.
Yeah, I think his influence on the game extends wider than his point scoring these days. His experience, his ability to read the game, to make the pass, his hustle at the defensive end.
Yeah. And he'll still probably play 35, 38 minutes. He's definitely a big part. Come on, Zaire, get back on the court. We're ready to go. So we Cam who in battle play. Lovely low look pass, Matt Richardson.
I think both teams just need to bring a little more composure, nice patience inside Max Richardson.
Yeah, definitely a bit more composure. Like we're saying, so they are patient looked sometimes, but actually We just need a few more baskets in.
Yeah, it's just execution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jordan Gray can't get it to drop. And again, Worthing players on the floor after the ball.
I think, we definitely called it for drought spell, because I'm looking through the box score, and obviously both teams are up 20 points plus in the first and second quarter respectively. We have 5:12 left on the clock, and neither team's double figures just yet. It could be a bit of a low scoring quarter. Hats off to the sweeper. He was used quite a lot in that first game, wasn't he? I thought it was a tactic for Myerscough, but
people falling all over the place in the first game.
I thought it was a tactic.
Sam Newman on the drive. Ball knocked away by Taylor.
But no, everyone's okay. Both falls, nothing too serious by the looks of things. Right. I know they didn't get the shot there, but Essex really impressed me how aggressive they are, especially in the paint, sort of going for their chances, really not leaving it for the floor. Good defence.
Yeah, travel called on Max Richardson.
I thought that's a really good defence by Essex.
Shuffling his feet, strong defence by Essex. Good spot by the referee. Max Richardson just shuffling his feet as he tried to get a better shooting position.
Andre Grave ball just to Sam Newman. Again, that aggression into the paint or sloppy passing. Sunderland.
Yeah, Nagy unable to handle the pass. Sam Newman on Zaire Taylor now.
Definitely. Probably one of their best defensive players. Tasked with watching Zaire in this pivotal third quarter. Lovely corner three. That's what we want, like.
Zaire Taylor again. Not giving up, making the pass.
Good defence by Cameron there to defend the bucket. Zaire with the reverse pass. Lovely play. Oh, good block by Nagy.
Yeah, Thunder doing their best to move the ball, but it's like Hildreth jumping up into the air, nowhere to go with it, almost throwing it away.
Yep.
Thunder lucky to get the ball back as Cam pulls up for another 3-point attempt.
Whoever got the rebound to fair. Let Sam Newman on second chance. Got that one. Captain Child on the ball. Nagy. Downtown. In and out, unluckily.
Tom Child not getting it to go. Hildreth coming the other way. He goes for the behind the back pass. Behind the back dribble, rather.
If he stepped out play, or was there a foul call before that?
Foul called on Rory Winter.
Going back to that three, I thought it was a really good opportunity for Tom Child to get his first points of the game, but unfortunately it didn't go down. I don't know if you heard, it's obviously you in here and I was out there on the computer, but the first game, the bench was quite loud. Did that come across in here?
Yeah, you could hear it. Yeah, you could hear it in here. It was quite noticeable.
Both teams' benches bringing the crowd noise. Massive shame we can't have fans today.
Nice move inside there from Zaire Taylor. Yeah, it's a shame we can't have the fans, but I'm sure we will understand through the sort of wonderful medium of YouTube and Basketball England's channel on here and the production crew here. At least we're able to bring the game to the fans of the sport, even though even though people can't be here in person.
Indeed. Every game streamed live on Basketball England's site. Hats off to all the guys who've contributed to making it such a great opening weekend. This game's been no different. The teardrop no good. Andre Gray with a rebound.
Rory Winter,
Nice.
Tom Child misfires on the pass to the wide open Sam Newman in the corner. So what you were saying, it's just about execution. It's just the little things. The number
composure, there's fine details.
Number of turnovers.
I would say they probably in this quarter we definitely had a fair few, maybe 5 apiece. I say we're very lucky and fortunate to be aided by live stats. If you want to check that out, obviously just check on live stats for all the stats of the game. Ishmael Fontane's on the ball totally.
7 turnovers currently to Worthing, 12 to Essex Rebels.
Yeah.
That's probably the reflection in the score.
Yep. Timeout, probably best actually.
Yeah, Max Richardson making another 2 there. Essex Rebels calling timeout. Coach has seen enough for the time being. 2 minutes 26 to go in the third quarter. Let's see what the Essex Rebels coach can come up with to see if they can bring this 10-point gap back before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, those last 3 possessions for Essex were very pivotal. I thought they were good looks. You had the Tom Child one, penultimate one, open 3, then you go down, and then obviously the lack of communication of that last play with Sam Newman. If those slow it down, you're talking a 4-point game. Obviously, coach probably wants to address that to make sure we don't slip further as we approach the end game of the weekend.
Absolutely. Max Richardson having a standout third quarter here. He's up to 20 points in the game. The offense everything seems to be going through him.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Yep.
Cameron Hildreth at the moment.
Why not? They're both shooting hot and both actually do really well defensive end. Like Cameron under the net, so good. Make sure not draw the foul. And then obviously, I think we saw a steal. Was it? Although it was a block from Richardson, as well from Child, which ends. So great defense and offense from today's hosts on this neutral venue.
Max Richardson close to a double-double as we approach the end of the third quarter. He has 8 rebounds to go along with his 20 points.
And other players not too far off. Isaiah gets on points. He's got 8 assists already. I say he's definitely contributed. The corner 3, is it? No. Move the ball around. Well, did they beat the clock?
Yeah.
Got the rebound and possession. I wonder if Coach Ross be pleased with that play. Obviously, trying to address things, but didn't get the bucket. But we got the second chance here. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Zaire Taylor all over the park on defence. He's everywhere at the moment, getting a hand in, getting a dig in. Rory Winter can't get it to go. Dominic Ives with the defensive rebound.
I thought I just saw Coach Ross ask Heine to get back on. They're definitely missing that sort of rebounding presence to get those opportunities. At least it is coming on now. I think they definitely need that rebound
good
presence.
Call, Chris.
So lack of height in this third team compared to Worth.
Yeah, Max Richardson getting inside whenever he wants at the moment. Not necessarily converting, but getting good position. So yeah, 3-point shot in and out.
Yeah, like you say, Max Richardson's definitely exerting his influence over the game. He's now on 20 points, joining Cameron, 20-plus club.
Sam Newman downtown for 3, buries it.
Definitely.
That'll do them some good. That'll do Essex the world of good.
They've been looking for that 3 points, haven't they?
Yeah, sorry, I was going to say, can they build on that and get a bit of momentum back?
Let's see.
Nice move, Ishmael Fontaine faking his
We
man.
see Ishmael,
and
yes.
he makes the long 2.
Essex wasted no time getting the ball down to the end.
Holding foul called on Zaire. Zaire Taylor will go to the bench. Cameron Hildreth, having had a rest, checks back in.
I think they'd given the foul to Tom Ward, but I was like, I thought it was called on Zaire. I did. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, good shout. Yeah, they're giving it on Tom Ward. Last half a minute of the quarter coming up. Van Heinigen
They've
can't
missed
get
him
it
in
to
that
go.
post.
Rory Winter thinks about it. Sam Newman thinks about it.
Come on, he shoot.
They're looking for that. They're keen to get that 3-point shot, aren't they?
They are. I think 4 out of the last 5 possessions they've gone trying to go for that 3-point shot. obviously a few guys maybe lacking a slight confidence. Obviously, looking for the best look, which is of course the way to go. But I think the guy past Sam probably think, oh, my guy's hot, he's just got the last one. I'd love to see number 10 take a shot. He's had a good position a few times, just looking to pass. 8 on the shot clock. Nice space for Nagy shoot. Oh,
Nagy buries the 3 with Max Richardson in his face.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Big shot. Can Tom Ward get it off? Yes, he can. Can't get it to go. And Hainigan keeping Dom Ives off the offensive glass at the end of the quarter there. Thunder 63, Rebels 57. So 6-point game coming into the final quarter. Rebels have pulled it back. Can they keep that momentum going as we head into the last quarter of the game? So what are your thoughts, Chris, on this first weekend of basketball action?
Oh, it's amazing. I've missed it so much. I'm sure everyone else has. I tried to watch every game. Unfortunately, that Bradford game was just at the same time as the other ones. I watched it back last night, but there's been some good games. A continuing theme, both some very good plays, but a bit of rustiness, which is obviously expected. The guys have been out a while, but the likely lads have been done well. We're talking great help. Lewis Champion's gone back to the NBL, and I'm really happy about that. I was quite upset when I heard that he wasn't being renewed contract at Bristol Flyers. I think he's a really great guard. And it's a very good side for TBC, reuniting the Northumbria guys of Freckleton and Lewis. I mean, other guys like Hemel, the Meritors came back, did well. Reddin, Liam Francis did really well. Lots of really good performances this weekend. It's easy to single one out to so many. Yeah,
it's been exciting. It's been great to see everybody back in action in a safe environment. Everybody's sticking to the protocols that need to be in place.
Yeah, and obviously our thoughts with the sides who had been affected by COVID. So you had the Derby pulled out, and you also had the Loughborough bubble.
Yeah, the whole Loughborough bubble.
Yeah.
That was a big blow.
Yeah.
So we wish everybody well and hope they will come back fit and healthy and are able to play again soon. Tom Ward with the first shot of the quarter, no good.
Yeah. I've been really impressed with Roy Winter, number 10 now. I know he was a bit critical to say, I wish he had a shot, but actually he's got a lot of confidence in his play. Definitely to see why he was voted Player of the Year. And I think he's only doing better in more games in D1.
Daniel Morton can't get the ball to drop.
I'm really loving this courtside camera. Hats off to the guys at Solar for the production. It's really good.
Ishmael Fontaine off the little
That's
bounce
2 for 2
pass
for him, isn't it? He's
Max Richardson.
Brings him from the bench.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been fancied Ishmael running into that pick from Kane van Heinigen then. Nice pass. Good look, Tom Ward. Smart cut by Dom Ives. Oh, no foul. No foul called. Sam Newman pulls up. Can't make the 3.
Burst of pace from Killer Cam.
Yeah, Cam Hildreth blown by Kane van Heinigen.
I think it's a real pivotal few minutes. This game could really go away from Essex. Could get back here much needed to keep it within a 10-point game.
Hildreth off with the pull-up 3. Essex with a chance to narrow the gap further.
We were talking how Worthing definitely good defence in their own half, but at times still
Rory
pressing.
Rory Winter buries the 3.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut across you, Chris.
No.
Rory Winter burying the 3 there, cutting it to a 7-point game.
Yeah. I was just saying how I'm quite impressed by Worthing's defence, even just in their own half, but also when the inbound ball there, they are trying to get their steals. So timeout and play.
Yeah, I think timeout called by Worthing.
Yeah, I think you're
Just
right
wondered
there.
why the referee was going over to talk to Josh Goddard. I think it was Josh Goddard complaining and Zaire complaining about the push-off by Sam Newman earlier that didn't get called. Just wanting a bit of clarification as to why it wasn't a foul.
Yeah, no, I was surprised they missed that one. Like we saw up here, we've got quite good bird's eye view, I guess.
Yeah, we have. We're lucky. We've got
We can't be too critical of this because we've got a...
we've got probably the best view in the house.
Yeah.
Up here, perched high up in the corner of the fantastic Solent Sports Complex.
So as we come back from this timeout, just to recap, we've got 7:22 on the clock. 69-62 to Thunder. Be a great game. And like you're saying earlier, Mr. Richardson almost at a double-double, 1 rebound shy currently. Really great debut coming back, being at Colnberg. And I was saying earlier how that side, back-to-back titles, back-to-back, or would have been back-to-back playoffs if not for COVID. They advanced the first round and were considered favourites. And also I spoke to Max about that experience and what it was like. So obviously coverage of players abroad is sometimes hit and miss, and he was saying he felt like he learned a lot, had a good experience. Now looking forward to bringing that back to the UK. You've definitely done that, Mr. Richardson. We've been impressed with you today. And both teams have been really good performance, actually. It's been a really good game.
Good hustle again from the Worthing Thunder defence. Just be a quick delay of game.
Yeah, I was always a bit like unsure of what to expect coming this weekend, because obviously it's not pre-season, but it's also not NBL D1, but it's definitely been high-intensity games. Definitely felt like pre-season part just has only been away for so long, boss, but it's definitely competitive games. Essex pass ball round. They're living and dying by the 3 at the moment, and it's doing okay for them.
Ben Winter making that 3.
Yeah.
6-point ball game.
They've shared the points well, quite well, really. I mean, other than mentioned number 10, who's on 16, on 111, it has been well shared out in terms of shooting. We've seen that in terms of their attacking philosophy, passing it, patient, trying to find the best look. Try to get a bit more space in. Didn't work from that time. Want a bit more from that one, but
Good hustle on the offensive boards there from Essex. Way to crash the boards, conceding the foul, but great effort.
I do think rebounds will be a really big part of this. I've just noticed Essex out-rebounding Worthing, which I was quite surprised because physicality, the Worthing players look a little bit more muscular and more dominant in terms of paint, but Essex doing quite well, matching up well.
Yeah, certainly Zaire, gives you that strength on the boards if he goes to the boards. But I think generally speaking, Essex have got after it on the rebounds. Zaire buries the 3.
He's hunting that
extending
double-double.
the lead back out to 9.
Bring your umbrellas, guys. It's raining. Freezers last quarter. It's going to be an exciting finish.
Cameron Hildreth
you
for
love
2.
that. Chance for the and 1.
I think he quite enjoyed that.
You did, yeah. We heard you up here, Cam, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's great to hear the guys really go for it, really showing that passion and care. Again, like we were saying, not really anyone in foul trouble this fourth quarter. It's pretty even. Worthing got a couple of guys on 2. Oh, I didn't go down that one.
Nobody on 3 fouls even coming into the fourth. Cameron blows by his man.
Yeah.
Goes to the reverse for 2.
Which is especially surprising with Worthing, where they've used about 8 of their players. Yeah, small
Rex
rotation.
Richardson with the block again there.
Coast to coast. Oh.
Cam Hildreth going coast to coast again for 2. Prompts coach Ross Norfolk into calling a timeout for Essex Rebels before it gets out of hand as the lead stretches out to a 12-point lead for the Thunder.
Good timing. I think this timeout, Coach Ross will be looking at a way of quietening literally and also on the court Cameron Hildreth. He's enjoyed himself out there in this fourth quarter. He's now on to the 30-pointer performance. So
yeah, Cam Hildreth up to 30 points for the game so far. Live stats not quite up to speed with the actual score. So
almost live stats, we should call
almost live stats.
Almost
yeah,
live
that's right.
stats.
Yeah. Ryan and I did joke in the first game, sort of satellite delay to the laptop, but yeah, live stats showing Cameron Hildreth's 26 points. The live scoreboard here at the SSC showing he leads all scorers with 30. There we go. Live stats updated to 30.
And if you enjoyed the coverage today, obviously we're back next. The bubble's back next weekend with more action from Group 1. Solent will be taking on Essex, obviously, in this game, and Worthing will play Barking next weekend.
Again, both of those on stage showings promise to be close games. So looking forward to seeing those.
Yeah, all the games in all the groups seem quite close, and if I was to pick one, but I'd call maybe a group of death, it might be Group 2 with you got Reading, Hemel, TBC, but 3 good.
Nice move on the baseline, Tom Child. Winter can't get the shot to go.
You got the ball, Bo?
That was a tight call. As the 24-second buzzer went off. Referee's going to talk about it. No, they're not. 24-second shot clock violation. Worthing ball.
I think that was the right call. It's a difficult one. It's sort of almost both things happen simultaneously. Unless we don't have VAR, but less about that, I guess. So, Killer Cam head down to the basket. That's his bread and butter, isn't it? Really, for him, it's always they make that bucket. Poor Tom Child having to guard him there.
Yeah, nobody from Essex willing to step into the lane and cut that drive off.
Oh, nice pass. Yes. Redemption there for Child with that lovely assist out to the corner 3. It's an 11-point game, 82-71, 4 minutes 12 remaining.
Nice cut, Tom Ward. Can't make the jump shot.
Captain Charles got the defence board. Nice bit of ball movement. Sam moving for deep 2. No. I think one of the most exciting parts about Cameron's game for me, I think, is just this relentless aggression to head down, go coast to coast.
Ben Winter unable to convert on the break. Just going through a bit of a scrappy phase here. Has come into the last 3 minutes of the game, and Sam Newman called for the reach around foul.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a bit of frustration setting in now.
Yeah, certainly looked like it. With that one. Right, I've had enough of this. Let's put a stop to that. Let's stop the game. Reset.
And that's a third team foul. Obviously, if they want to get into the free throws, try and get a few more possessions. They've got to commit another 2 fouls.
Good D from Ben Winter there on
I have been
Max
impressed
Richardson.
by Essex. Good defence.
Van Hannigan unable to handle the pass from Sam Newman. Ben Winter wide open 3.
That's happened
Off
a few
the mark.
occasions, hasn't it? Sam Newman's IQ just seeming a little bit, maybe not IQ, but not all on the same wavelength just yet.
Yeah, I think, new people coming into the team, isn't it? It's always the same. It takes a little while for people to gel, to get to know one another's games, and it doesn't matter how much you practice. The game situation is going to be slightly different pressures, etc.
Definitely, I think we've seen that in all games. No one's particularly more guilty than others, and it's the nature when we've been out for 7 months and the roster changes. Nice steal by Sam. That's what he brings to the team. Great defence.
Zaya Taylor nearly coming up with a steal. You could also say almost coming up with a foul as well on Van Heiningen underneath the basket there. No call from the referee.
Nice kick
Rory
back.
Winter again nails another 3.
That was a very good look. That's his 25th point. He's catching up Cam. I was saying that was Sam Newman's 4th steal. He definitely brings added defence to this Essex Rebel side. Will be very needed in this season. Almost got his
Nearly
5th one.
the 5th,
yeah. He's got a taste of it, hasn't he now?
Yeah, reading the game, getting up on that passing lane.
He thinks he should have possession too.
He thinks it came off Zaya last.
Yeah, true. Yeah, just a quick bit about Roy Winters on 25 points. He's having a really great game, and you definitely see why he was voted Player of the Year last season for Rebels. I mean, we were talking about the Ipswich link, weren't we, with even Price not here, and obviously they've recruited Ben Winter from Ipswich, but in one of the big games D2 last year, Roy Winter had a massive game. 25 points from a 9 for 3 shooting, with 7 out of 9 threes, so we've seen that today with some of his 3-point shooting on display.
Absolutely, yeah. Rory Winters had a solid game today.
I just see we got our first player in foul trouble. Tom Ward's now on his 4th foul.
Last 2 minutes of the game. Cameron Hildreth up top, looking to get to the basket.
Lovely spin, but didn't work. 10-point game. Try to find a space for a look.
Nice pass, Tom Ward. Could have had the shot. Max Richardson cut into the basket.
Yeah.
Gave it up for an easy 2.
Like you say, they're running an attack for him and obviously trying to find him a look because he's definitely on form today. Oh, good hustle by Mervyn.
Cam Hildreth protecting the ball on the drive.
We've definitely
taking the hit, making the 2. He'll go to the line for the bonus.
We definitely got a happier Cam in the second half. I remember first half there's quite a lot of grows of frustration, but he's definitely in the zone where he wants to be.
Yeah, he's found his touch this second half, no doubt about that. Or commentators
I think
curse.
he jinxed him there. Apologies, Cameron. Oh, lovely bit of a separation from Sam Newman. We get another great ball movement from Essex Rebels. Draw the foul. So, yeah. He's now on 3 fouls himself. So, time out here. What would you say to this Essex Rebels, guys? Because it does feel like the game's slipping away from them a little bit.
Yeah, I'd just say, look, come on, guys. You fought really hard for the majority of this game. Just under a minute to go. We're 12 points. We're 12 points down.
Yeah.
And we've just got to basically stick with it. Let's not let ourselves down. Let's compete for the whole
game,
period of the game. Let's not take the foot off the gas now.
Yeah, I just
someone please step into the lane and stop Cameron Hildreth. I'd be saying. Well, you would have been saying that for most of the game.
Yeah, we have. I noticed when he drives through and just they clear the lane, don't they? Just saw the Worthing support team replenish the players' hands with hand gel. It's a really good debut, actually, while coaching was Julian Stanley, who we obviously broke earlier at the start. It's his debut coaching Worthing Thunder. Has Solent Lynch coached D2 ladies. I'm not sure if it's a permanent move or if it's just for today. Obviously, have to wait to see when Worthing do the official announcement later in the next few days or this evening.
Further links, of course, between Solent and Worthing, with Josh Goddard having played at Solent as a junior and also coached here before moving down the south coast to Worthing.
And I think Nicholas Malone also has Solent linked with the uni, doesn't he, I believe?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he does. Sam Newman getting to the baseline for the power move for 2.
And I know before...
And getting the steal.
I thought there's a real opportunity there. Not all the Worthing guys back, but they're still at possession, but maybe a slight opportunity missed there. Now, all the guys back.
Poor decision on the pass.
Yeah. We're down to 40 seconds now. Lovely steal. 3 versus 0. Always going to be a bucket, isn't it?
And timeout called by Worthing with 37.5 seconds to go. Cameron Hill, if I'm not mistaken, now has a double-double as well. 36 points and 10 rebounds. That last rebound taking him into double figures.
He just needs 5 assists for a triple-double, but I don't think there's enough time there for him today.
Not even for the way he's played.
No. It'd be a superhuman effort. I say we're down to closing games. I almost don't want to end. It's gone such quick. It's been such good fun. Such a great game on the court, and that'll be it for this weekend. But be a good weekend.
It's gone by in a real flash. I guess part of that is the excitement of basketball being back, and from my perspective, being back here at this amazing facility. Here at Southampton Solent University at the Solent Sports Complex. Thank you to Sonar TV for doing a great job with the camera work and the production today from this bubble. And of course to the Basketball England YouTube channel for screening all of the games live over this weekend. Jordan Gray called for the foul on Cam Hildreth.
They're in the team fouls now, aren't they?
With Essex being on 5 team fouls. He'll go to the line, shoot 2.
I think an achievable goal, but maybe probably will get to that 40 mark, being on 36 already, but it's a good day for him. He's quite a vocal player, isn't he, actually? He's sort of, when things go wrong, things go right, he definitely...
He's finding his way, isn't he? He's finding his confidence and things like that.
Wall clip. Nice block.
Max Richardson waiting for him at the ring.
I was about to say, that was a clear way to the bucket, so good on Richardson get that block in.
Worthing beating the press really well there.
And one? No.
Can't quite get it to go.
Yeah.
Ten seconds to go. 11-point game. Thunder 89, Rebels 78.
He's been Mr. Consistent today, hasn't he, really, everywhere. I'm not looking at stats right now, but pretty solid on the free throw line, pretty solid defence. Yeah,
I've been impressed with his production in all aspects of the game today. Not just scoring, but his all-round game. And Essex Rebels are going to dribble it out. And that's it for today, folks.
Thank
Worthing
you.
Thunder with the 91 to 78 point lead. Cameron Hildreth leading all scorers with 37. Max Richardson, 37 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Max Richardson, 26 points, 10 rebounds. And Rory Winter leading the Essex Rebels with 25 points. So how do you sum that one up, Chris?
Wow, I say Worthing, they're definitely ready for this season, aren't they? They're going to be ones to watch and definitely up there. Like you say, strong performance of Richardson and Hildreth, both getting double-doubles. But equally, I think there was some promise from that Essex Rebels team. The Winters guys, they both were good. Heideggen, good performance. Sam Newman, great performance. I just felt he needed more time to gel. You'd see there's bits there. Just made. We were saying earlier that composure, just that little bit extra, but they'll be fine. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the more time they spend together, the better they're going to be. Worthing looked a little bit ring rusty, but yeah. But they're looking ready for it as well. So that's it from us this afternoon. Everybody watching at home, hope you've enjoyed the game and the game earlier. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and we look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thanks very much indeed, and be safe.